As part of the stewardship team, we want to thank you for sharing a small piece of God's story and how He used you. I understand the story you're about to tell seems impossible, and that the only explanation is that it was God. Can you tell us God's story?
Yes, I can. Well, first off, I'm Dan Langner, and this happened right before Christmas in 1983. Before cell phones, and cars were not as nice as they are now. I stopped after work to have a drink before Christmas with my friends. I never even got served, and a friend came in and said, "There's a massive blizzard, you need to try to get home." So I had a four-wheel drive, so I went home, but I stopped because we didn't have cell phones at a small gas station about 4 miles from where we live. We live south. And a friend of my brother's was there and could not get home and asked if I'd give him a ride home. So he was looking out one side of the vehicle, I was looking out the other because we couldn't see beyond the front of the pickup. We got to his place and I was going to stay there. I says, "I just want to call Lori." And he says, "We don't have a phone." So I get in pickup and I drive back to this small town of Junius with the gas station and told him, "Can you call Lori, tell her I should be home in about 45 minutes. That was approximately 8 o'clock. I was on my way home about a mile south, and I went off the road and I couldn't get out of the ditch. So I'm sitting there. My wife says the wind chill was 100 below zero and not to leave. I had winter coveralls, I had my sorrel boots, I was still getting cold, my pickup wouldn't keep warm. I wrapped the horse blanket seat cover around me, and I was starting to make peace that this might be the end. And I turned my dome light on. For what reason, I don't know. I couldn't leave my headlights on because it would discharge my battery and my blower wouldn't run. So I'm sitting there, it's approximately 11 o'clock, and someone knocks on my window. It was a snowplow that had got lost, and they wanted to know if I wanted to ride into Junius, which is a small town about a mile from where I was. And my grandparents lived there. Well, I got to thinking when I was on my way that my grandparents go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, and they lock their doors, and they hook lock their screen door, so there's way for me to get in it. I didn't know if I could wake them up. But as snowplow pulled into town, their lights were on, and I couldn't believe it. So I go up there, and the door's unlocked, and my grandma's making breakfast for me, ham and eggs, and says, "I knew you were coming." And the only thing I can say is God wasn't done with me yet.